Okay, we are going to be learning the map of the mouth. And before we do, I want to give a shout out to Fatima in Athens. And I hope you enjoy this video. So the first thing we're going to start with is, for the map of the mouth, we're going to find the very center, and this is called the midline. Okay, M-I-D-L-I-N-E, midline. The purpose of the midline is to separate the left from the right, okay? Now, when you're looking at me, if I shake your hand, my right and your right is going to be diagonal from each other because it's flipped. So we call this a mirror image, okay? It's just like I'm looking in a mirror. And when you're looking at a patient's chart, this is the upper right. UR for upper right. This is UL for upper left. LL for lower left. And LR for lower right. Okay? Now, obviously, it's not just the right and the left of the body, but you also have, for the mouth, upper and lower. So this line here separates the upper from the lower. Okay? And when you are looking at the patient, if they bite together and they relax, that space is called free space. Okay? So, how many squares do you see up here? It's not a trick question. 4, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 means quad. So we call these quadrants. You have the upper left quadrant, the upper right quadrant, the lower left quadrant, and the lower right quadrant. So, if I say we're working in the upper left quadrant, where are we going to be working? Point to it. Absolutely. Okay? So, the next thing we need to do is draw the teeth in the mouth. So we're going to start in the very center. And that first tooth is called a central because it's center. It has a single root. And it's the closest to the midline. The next tooth would be the lateral. It's beside the central. In football, they call it a lateral move, okay, side to side. So it is beside the central. And that is also a single root, okay? The third tooth from the midline is your canine, C-A-N-I-N-E, but I'm just going to put that because it fits better. So you have your central, your lateral, your canine. Single roots, just one root. Then you have your first premolar or bicuspid. Bi means two. So you have a bicuspid. There's two cuspids. There's your first bicuspid or first premolar. And here is your second premolar or bicuspid. So it's premolar because the molars are here. Pre means before. So it's the molars before the molars, okay? Then you have your first molar, and those have 3 roots your second molar. The roots are a little bit closer together. And your third molar. All right, now, how many teeth do we have up there?
8.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, we're going to go ahead and draw the teeth beside it, okay, and the other quadrant. When I say mirror image, it's an exact copy right and left, okay? So, what tooth would this be? Central. Go ahead and call them out as I draw it. What tooth am I drawing?
Lateral.
Lateral.
Canine.
Canine. Thank you.
First premolar.
First premolar. Also called what? Bicuspid. Second premolar. And first molar.
Second molar.
Second molar. Is that it?
And third molar.
You need to draw a third molar. All right. So how many teeth do I have drawn over here?
8.
8.
Oh.
How many teeth all together on the upper? 16. All right. Now let's go to the lower. What tooth do you think is going to be right here?
Central.
Central. Call it out.
Lateral. Canine. First premolar.
So which one is this?
First molar.
First molar.
Second molar.
Second molar.
Third molar.
Third molar. All right. How many teeth do I have right here?
8.
8. Very good. Now, how about this side?
Central.
All right. How many teeth do I have here?
8.
All right, so all on the lower, how many? 16. What is 16 plus 16? 32. So how many teeth do we have in the whole mouth? How many teeth do we have in the whole mouth? How many teeth do we have in the whole mouth? 32. Okay. So, hey, it is the first day back to school. Everybody was on autopilot over the summer. It's okay. The reason we say quadrants, if I say we're going to pull the central today, which one? There's 4. So we're going to say the upper left central needs to come out today. This is a map telling you where to go. Okay? So that's your introduction to the map of the mouth. We're going to get into more details later on. And it is lunchtime, so let me show you where the lunchroom is.